Hey guys, Desolate Magic here. We got some Magic news, first of all. Upcoming very shortly, later today I would say, we got some Final Fantasy spoilers. And after just finishing Final Fantasy 15 for the second time, I gotta say, a little more excited about it. I think with the Oblivion remaster, they definitely should have done an Elder Scrolls tie-in. But hey, watch for that. We've also got such a significant change as of the 11th, actually, today, Sunday, that they decided to put it right directly in the Arena mail, and this is like actually kind of big. So they've titled this the Reprinted Card Style Improvements Announcement. We've made some exciting changes to our card collection system to make building collections easier than ever, and let me just say, I've got a deck with 2 and 1 and 1 Fabled Passages. I don't know why, and I wish I could do something about it, so if this fixes that, it actually messes up the deck list, like if I were to paste it in. Alright, painless reprints. After collecting 4 copies of a card, you'll only need to collect 1 additional copy of a reprint to use 4 copies of that reprint. Okay, I mean, that is a 5th one. It's still a little greedy, but I kind of get where they're going with this. Previously, every printing required 4 copies. Yeah, that's just stupid. Let me go pull up my deck right now. Hold on. No, they didn't fix a damn thing. Okay, I reread it. Technically, I don't have 4 copies of a card from one set. I have 4 total. I guess they didn't consider that. Regardless, I don't own 5 total, so it will just keep being a problem for me. Thanks for kind of almost sort of fixing it. It's a step in the right direction. They also say faster duplicate protection and set completion. Ooh, that sucks because I just went out of my way, burned over 1,000 wild cards to complete 2 full sets. Not for the achievement, just for the free open a pack, get 20 gems. That's what happens, by the way. Yeah, kind of useful, actually. So they say since it's faster to collect a full set, 4 copies of reprinted cards, duplicate protection kicks in sooner than before. And then they don't really say how that works, other than probably just exactly what they said on the face. I'm not going to get into the details of how it works. It's just, okay, they expanded it to also include this. Cool. Any card, any style, you no longer need to own a specific printing of a card to use its style in a deck. That used to be a thing? What? Bro, for real? That used to be a thing. Wow. Now you can apply any card style to any version of the card with the same name. I legitimately did not know that was a thing. I am appalled at that, but okay. Craft using lowest rarity. Crafting a card now costs 1 wild card of the lowest printed rarity that a card has ever appeared on Arena. You thought I was going to say ever. No. Regardless of which version you're crafting. So you don't have to get one with art you don't like. Like, it'll just revert to the lowest one, which is going to be confusing because the card's going to have the rarity right on it. I don't know if it burns the wrong wild card. Okay, cool. I don't think most people would honestly notice. Then, better pre-constructed deck discounts. Ooh, that's, they built like, what were they called in the day? Challenge decks? Way back in like, what, 2010 through 2013 or something like that? Some of that era. They're just high-powered meta-competitive decks. Sometimes they contain cards that aren't banned. Sometimes. And on digital, it's a little easier. So it's like, I just want to jump on Arena and buy a damn deck. So what you do is you basically pay an amount of gems that it would take to craft the whole deck, and then it's there for you. But then you get a discount for any cards that you already own. So I don't know, you could like just copy one off the internet and hit buy, right? Or wait, no, that's right, you can't buy singles directly with gems. You have to do it with wild cards, which you buy with gems, but they're really damn expensive. So if you just want to jump into Arena and build a couple decks and play with it that are competitive, you're looking at like $1,000. Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, the standard pool is now 3 years instead of 2. Any card worth anything is a rare or mythic. And opening packs blind is pretty stupid. That is not a good way to build a deck. So, I guess improvement, but some of these decks cost like a lot of money. Here, let me show you. If you're not familiar with this system, I'm going to throw it up. So they call them the foundation decks. There's only 5 out right now. 20,000 gems is $99 US, by the way. Just keep that in mind. Oh boy. So I already own so many of these cards that I could get it for $33.40. So, all right, you know. I got 9,800 that I got for free just by being okay at limited. I mean, yeah, so I mean, still $100 for a digital thing that you can't trade. You could get 2 AAA games for $100 if they're a little bit older. Like, you could buy one deck on Arena. Like, this is so stupid. I wouldn't be saying that if you could trade or sell the cards, but you can't. This is a black hole where it just sucks up your money and you get next to nothing out of it. And then the games are rigged, the shuffler's trash, and everybody's a slow-playing dick. So, I can see why most of my audience stopped playing Arena. So, okay, they said better pre-constructed deck discounts. Pre-constructed deck discounts will now be based on the cards in your collection with the same name as the cards in your deck. Previously, what? Decks were only discounted if they contained the exact card with the exact same printing. So the same art, same rarity from the same set. So you could have 4 of them already and they'd be like, nope, you got to buy it again because there's slightly different artwork. Holy crap, that is ridiculous. I think the way that they count these in the code and the way they hold them in the database, that this was probably on accident. I don't think they did this on purpose just to help out the community, okay? Everything listed here pretty much makes them less money. They're all positive improvements, but like, hot damn, these are overdue, and all they're doing is letting me know that they were ripping me off in the past. And not like I ever bought one of these, but like, us, the community, should be reading these, and you're like, wait, that's how it used to be? What? Okay, next up, card ownership visual improvements. We're improving how your collection is displayed in the deck builder to better reflect these changes. Like letting me know that I still don't own enough Fabled Passages. We hope you enjoy the new changes. And for more details, follow the link below. Let's see if it's actually not broken this time. It usually is. Wait, hold on. It links to an article released on May 5th. What? Oh, wow, I need to follow the news about Magic Arena closer. Ha ha ha, wink wink, I'll totally do that. Because I give so much of a crap about MTG Arena news. But it starts with, it's written by somebody named Max Manco, which just sounds like a villain from a 90s movie. And it says, hello, Internet, my name is Max Manco. I'll be honest with it, that's as far as I would have read if I saw this back on May 5th. So they announced all this crap 6 days ago. All right, well, that's news to me too. Hey. In other Magic news, somebody just sold a Black Lotus to a store. That is about the level of detail in the news story that I saw, so I tracked down something that wasn't 99% AI-generated fluff. The only cool thing about this is that they had the original receipt from March 10th, 1997. They bought it from Comic Connection in Hamilton, Ontario. So it was $350 Canadian, even in 1997. Yeah, then I don't understand this receipt. Okay, go look it up if you're Canadian and you want to try and explain this to me. It says 13% and then the number 1, I don't know why, minus $45.50, and then the subtotal goes up 18 cents. How do you subtract 13% to go up 18? But then they added tax 1 and tax 2. What the hell y'all doing up there in Canada, okay? It's an overtaxed socialist hellhole where y'all just propped up by unions and keep voting for morons. Y'all need to get your shit together. But anyway, tax 1 and tax 2 brought it up $21.32 and $24.36. Holy crap. And then what, the store ate it or something? Or it was like an exempt VAT? Or like, I don't know how y'all do taxes up there other than you need to fix that crap. All right, your economy's a joke, and Trump just proved it to you. Look who you just elected back to back. You're not an ally, you're an enemy. We ain't giving your joke of a country a damn penny, okay? Now get all the Chinese Communist Party members out of your government. Anyway, yeah, the store bought it for, I think, an undisclosed amount. People are estimating that ungraded it's worth upwards of $10,000. And graded it could go a lot higher, and it looks like it's in really good condition. I'm actually surprised because, I mean, to get your hands on a beta one, you had to be around in 93, 94, around that time, probably realistically 94. So I thought that pretty much all of the Power 9 was like $40 US, back up until like 98, 99. Let alone in early 97, a $350 card, even in Canadian currency, which was a little stronger back then. Wow, that is surprising to me. Add on almost 30 years of inflation to that. Like, that was an expensive freaking card. Of course, the top comment on the Reddit post is, still kicking myself for not picking this up in 1997 instead of being 4 years old and in pre-K. Ha ha ha, funny. I sold $200 million worth of Bitcoins in 2011. You aren't even close to my level, okay? I still get up out of bed in the morning after that kick in the nuts. Personally, I'm a little concerned that paper looks a little too clean. No yellowing. It's not BPA paper. In fact, this looks like ribbon impact paper, which is like a super old school way of printing a receipt. But if that's thermal paper, you just got ripped off. Because if the receipt's fake, the card's probably fake. Why would they sell it to a random shop? Why did they not get it graded? Literally nothing about this adds up. It's either somebody lying on the internet for attention and they just found an old cash register and rang this up, Or the store is a bunch of morons and they bought it. Like, why would somebody not grade it then auction it? I just don't even understand that. Well, enjoy your counterfeit / fake Reddit story, everybody. And lastly, WOTC is doing a new and improved version of the One Ring from the Lord of the Rings. One, they're not releasing this twice split apart on Christmas, because that was a mistake. And two, everybody's not going to immediately stop opening this once it's found, because they're doing 77 of them this time. It's the Traveling Chocobo Gold Edition. Oh boy. It's serialized. It goes 01 to 77. And what is the significance of the number 77 in Final Fantasy? Nothing. If anything, it could have been 777, because like Final Fantasy VII has a casino in it. I mean, I'm no expert, but the only significant number I know of is 9999, and they already put that on the stupid cactus card. By the way, I tried to get footage so I could play it over and over and over as a gag of, what's that little kid? The little kid from Final Fantasy 15, the dorky little kid. When you give him like only one or two of the cactars, the statue, every time you talk to him, he goes like, cactar! And he like does it a different way and like does the stupid pose. My God, is that meme worthy? Somebody get me that clip. Apparently, I gave him all three ahead of time on the New Game Plus, and so he didn't do it. I'm so mad because I wanted that footage. Cactar! And then he does like the needle drop and the pose. Oh my gosh. That kid's geekier than I am, and he ain't even real. Anyway, that card's going to ruin the game. If you haven't seen it, it has 9999 attack. So where'd they get 77? I don't know. I think it's just a nice one where people could pull them and there could still be some left, and the last couple probably won't ever be found. They'll be in like ones that people are, have sealed. So streamers who don't even play Magic the Gathering or used to or whatever will be like, oh, we're on the hunt for the golden chocobo. Oh, I usually open Pokemon cards, but let's open this because it's worth, $100,000 would be my guess. I mean, do you really think this will sell for under 10,000 with 77 of them? I mean, I think like number 1 would be worth more. Number 77 would be worth more. Number 69 will be like worth more than my house. Also, even with the improvements, probably a better deal than my house. But yeah, I think just some random number that means nothing. I don't know, 14 or something. 10, 20, 30K. Like, come on, right? I don't know. It's not Power 9. It's not that useful. It is textless. I don't know if it's actually like plated gold. I didn't look too much into this, like 24 karat. But if it was, you could find it with like a metal detector, X-ray, ultrasonic, all this crap. So it probably isn't. But based on what I know about Mylar, if they changed it, this would be detectable. So just have that in the back of your mind that that's a possibility if that's what they did. Like, my guess would be they anodized the aluminum or put like a titanium compound in it. And if so, yeah, you're going to notice a difference that I won't get into, even though people are still going to do it. So just FYI, you might not have the same odds that you think, all right? And that's it for the Magic News. Watch for some Final Fantasy spoilers later today, and I'll see you guys next time.